you know, but there's good in everybody, but how do we distinguish the good from the bad, or do we let that sort itself out, or what? I don't really know.
It's very difficult. It's understanding.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So if we understand people, we know what they're capable of. It's like a social thing. If you don't know me, then you start feeling apprehensive.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, I was just born down the road.
No, of course.
I'm okay.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is just life.
Yeah.
And I think the media and other people, and there is our Vicar.
Yeah, have a go, chat. You okay?
Yeah, you're right.
And you know, and I mean, I'm under the impression, you know, you've got to see the good in people. You have, and I understand that. You know what I mean? You know, but I was just asking the lady then, how do we differentiate the good from the bad, or how, you know, a man of words? You know, how is that possible?
So I think the starting point is building a society that's good for everybody.
Of course, yeah.
So that people don't feel unsafe.
Yeah.
So that people have houses. So that people have enough to eat.
Yeah.
So people have jobs. And actually, if we can start building that foundation, then you know,
and I do
then
believe
on the basis of that, without kind of jumping to stereotypes.
Of course, and I do agree that you know, eventually they're going to get put into society. You know what I mean? You know, majority of them. You know, but
John, can you just go and check if he's okay?
You know, majority of them are going to get put into society. You know what I mean? And let do as they please. You know what I mean? And I do understand. You know, some of them are. They've come over here for a reason. They have, you know what I mean? You know, but it's the bad ones making it difficult for the good ones. You know, which is I think that's the issue. I always say it. You know, there's good in everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Including the people out here. We don't understand them. But the issue we have is the government or security, mainly security. They're locked away quite a lot when people come round to talk to them, you know, so it's quite difficult to engage with people and find out what the story is, if that makes sense.
And I would say that something like today doesn't help build relationships.
I don't know. Ask the chap with the big camera over there. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So what we're interested in is building relationships with everybody, so that we can sit down and listen to people, hear their stories, hear where people are coming from.
Yeah, and I understand this is quite intimidating. This is quite intimidating for them. You know what I mean? You know, seeing all these people outside. I understand that. You know, but and, you know, not everybody's been in a situation like me, or you know, where something's happened to me door. You know what I mean, and things like that. You know, so but yeah, I think the country's just up in arms and. You know, they're getting this feeling that obviously these are getting more than our own would be. You know what I mean? You know,
which I think largely is not true.
Yeah.
But you know that I know that's how some people feel. But I reckon the people that we really need to be protesting against are the people in power.
Yeah.
The people who've got the money.
Yeah.
The people who make decisions in their interests.
Yeah.
See, they don't care about you or me.
Nah,
they don't care about the people in there.
Nah, they're probably we're standing there.
No, they're not interested.
Yeah.
Keir Starmer's not listening to you guys today.
No. He's at home eating his dinner. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
What you were singing earlier. You know,
Yeah.
He's not my prime minister. I didn't vote for him. But actually, how are we going to get to the point where actually we can do that listening to each other?
Yeah.
So that we can build a society that's good for everybody.
Yeah, of course.
That's what
Yeah.
we're interested in. And do you know what? So a lot of us locally. So most of us are from the Bromford, just next door.
Yeah.
So we're working there, building community between lots of people who are very different. And the only way to do that is to value everybody, to welcome everybody, and to sit down and listen to everybody. And actually, you know, after the anger, underneath, you know, actually there are stories. And there are human beings.
Of course.
And actually, that's you know.
And some of them probably haven't got bad stories. You know what I mean? You know, but. I suppose everybody's entitled to their own opinion, you know what I mean? You know, you know, and this is some people's opinions, and you know,
And I think, I would love us to be able to sit down and have those conversations and work out how can we.
Yeah, because the lady just said one of the lads come to church all the time, and he's there all the time, which is nice, and obviously he's seeking guidance from you guys, and and obviously you're going to teach him how to integrate into society and give him the help he needs, which is nice, it is nice. Obviously,
just as we have an open door drop-in every Tuesday, where local folk here come with benefits issues, with housing issues, and we help everybody.
Of course, yeah. And these from the church as well. These people here, and it's lovely. As you can see, I'm looking like a bouquet of flowers at the minute. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're giving flowers and cakes out, which is nice. And they're here to just try and make people feel happy. And do it that way.
I think we probably wouldn't do it in the same way. But I think our main message today, we're not into getting into big debates today. That might be another day.
Of course, yeah.
But our main message today is that actually you guys are our neighbours.
Yeah.
We care about you, we love you. These guys are our neighbours too. Yeah. By whatever journeys brought them here, we care about them and love them too. Yeah. We want a world where actually everybody's safe.
Of course.
Where everybody's got a decent life.
Not, and I say it over and over again, it's not about religion. Yeah. It's not about different cultures, it's not about you being Islam, it's not about you being black, nothing, it's nothing about that, People are just angry because we've got some individuals we don't want.
Sure. And I think, just as there are individuals who live in our communities that do dodgy stuff, we need a society. We need better policing for a start.
It is.
If our government put more money into the police force, so that actually they were able to respond to crimes when they happen, to search out criminals and prosecute them, whoever they might be, wherever they're from. Actually, we're all going to feel safer, aren't we?
Yeah, of course we are. Yeah.
But we've had successive governments that have slashed the police service. In ways that actually make us all feel unsafe.
And they all seem to spin you a yarn and tell you they're going to do this, and then they do nothing with it. You know what I mean? And then you go, we'll vote for them. They're in the Wilton rumour.
And Nigel Farage and his gang are exactly the same.
Yeah,
they're spinning yarns. They're in it for the take.